OCO, Stongo, Yatahe, all of the above, as we always say here. Welcome to another star-studded, spectacular, award-winning Native News Today.
That's exactly right.
Or at least we like to think award-winning.
Yeah, I mean, one of these days maybe, but I told you earlier, we were talking about it, this is an award in itself. To come and work with such great people on a day-to-day basis and cover such wonderful stories and the Indian people all across Oklahoma, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. This is my reward, getting to do this job. And I'm going to get emotional.
Just we'll make it through this program.
Okay.
We'll be good. But as Jason
I told
mentioned
myself
there,
I wasn't going to do this.
That's right, man.
Okay.
You had him at Stone.
I know. I had him at Stone Grove. You're right. But I'm going to be professional. Let's suck it up and get this done.
But as Jason mentioned, we like bringing the great stories to you and everything, and we don't mind putting a little sugar on top of them and everything. Sometimes kind of like the fry bread, you know how they make it. They put a little sugar there on top.
They do? I've never had it like that.
Oh, the western tribes especially.
Oh, okay.
Out in western Oklahoma,
which
is cool, man.
Yeah,
which is cool. We love that.
absolutely.
But they'll give you a little variety there, and hey, it just adds to it.
Yeah, and it's not equal. It's sugar, okay? It's not Splenda or any of that stuff. It's sugar. all
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You don't have to worry if you're, what's those words they have on the back of those? If you're
What is it?
accelerated?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't ever read it.
Yeah, but anyway, before we digress any further here, we will tell of the stories that we're going to have
Absolutely.
on today's show.
Yeah, and you might be wondering why I'm as baked as a Thanksgiving turkey right now. And
We just got back from
I've
Tiger Mountain,
we've been to Tiger Mountain and back.
which in this sense, well, before we get to that one first,
Yeah.
we've got the first story we're going to do is you were baked partly in Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Absolutely. I was down in Cherokee Country on a huge event. They had the inauguration of their councilman, their deputy chief, and their principal chief, Mr. Chad Smith. And this is his third term now. He must be doing something right now. They got 3 terms as the principal chief, beginning another 4 years, and they're heading in the right direction. And that was really the theme down there. And Mr. Smith, he talked about all of the wonderful things they've done so far and what they want to do. And it was great being down there, and we were pleased to have them let us come in and be able to share in such a prestigious event.
So we'll check in with Corn Tassel here in just a little bit.
Corn Tassel.
But as we were talking about, Jason got little parts there in Tahlequah. He also got parts on Tiger Mountain, a.k.a. Southern Hills.
Yeah, that's what it's been that's what it's been renamed after. Tiger tamed the monster. Tiger tamed the monster. He went to Southern Hills and basically, with a little bit of resistance on Sunday, took the PGA Championship. But we were there to spotlight the Creek Nation Casino, and along with some of the other casinos too, they were allowed to buy a chalet there and advertise their business and have it as part of a partnering corporate sponsor of the PGA Championship. What a wonderful thing for our tribally owned gaming centers here in Oklahoma to be able to couple up with the PGA as part of the PGA Championship, with over 300,000 people coming through town for the week of the PGA Championship. Unbelievable job by Creek Nation Casino and the other casinos too, I want to say, that were out there to make it happen. But we were able to spotlight the Creek Nation Chalet, and a great job and a wonderful opportunity for those places.
That's right. Indian country certainly making its mark on the national scale there with the sporting event coming here to Tulsa last week. Also, too, event happened here in Okmulgee. Our Creek Nation Light Horse here helping be servants to the general public and people through some catering, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you could say that. One of the things that the district court does here at the Creek Nation is not only hands down decisions in a court of law, but they also do some human resource work and some social service work too, I guess, as you could say, because a human resource is steak and social service is everybody getting together, and that's exactly what happened. The Light Horse Cops and the Okmulgee Police came together, and the judicial branch of the Muskogee Creek Nation hooks them up every year as part of the Invitational Rodeo. It happens every year, and they feed them with steaks, and it's a great time for all of them. We talk to them too.
And we'll check in with the Tulsa Intertribal Club. Their annual powwow was held over the weekend. A great story there. A man incognito that you may know of, dressed up really unique. All those stories here as the Native News Today rolls along.
Stay right with us.
Smali, tasaako tsusinili yangi naistun sanga.
Pangana riibe hayat kaus.
Kada magas.
Pangana hayat kidoang noge.
Fanny molo jo subananga.
Du mor saati.
Isla hani subani doang.
What? Hiji mokhetsari chin hisakta rastung midanga.
Mahisi mokke jadi wekki diga. Hisagida hiisiga ampane hayat kidoang.
Hitimani, Matse.
The Muskogee Creek Nation Tobacco Prevention Program offers all cessation classes to young and old. For more information about a healthier life and a second wind, contact one of these centers nearest you.
Hijida. Hilishwo Fatsa. CNA the dos. Moes.
Well, he's a mokeskara, mokezak noar, stinokesis, still easy dois.
You know, Jason, a lot of things happening with tribes all over this state here, and election time is always an important season. And recently, June 23rd to be exact, the Cherokee Nation held their elections for the chief, principal chief, second chief, you could say vice chief is their official title, as well as their National Council representatives. But they had a special swearing-in ceremony the other day to get everything going for another term.
Yeah, and it was really wonderful. I mean, we were down there, and there were so many people out, and it was hot. I mean, it was really hot. We were out in the sun.
How hot was it?
I mean, it was so hot that I saw the devil playing the banjo over in the corner.
You could put fry bread on the sidewalk. It was
No, the devil was not at the Cherokee inauguration. I just want to clear that up real quick. We had a great time down there. So glad and so fortunate they were able to invite us and let us be a part of it. And it's a historic event when a chief takes an oath of office and is inaugurated. And we were there. And these are some comments from the principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, Chad Smith, as he takes his third term.
I thank the Cherokee people for the opportunity to serve our nation for another 4 years. It was at my inauguration 8 years ago that Benny Smith, as he has today, instructed me to become a student of the Cherokee people and that of our government. Every day I have followed his advice. I've studied, analyzed, considered, and planned with a vision that our people become a happy and healthy people. As Redbird Smith said more than 100 years ago, we were endowed with intelligence, we were industrious, we are loyal, and we are spiritual, but we are overlooking that particular Cherokee mission on earth, where no man nor race is so endowed with these qualifications without a design purpose. I believe that the design purpose for the Cherokee people is to become a happy and healthy people. On this occasion, I address our people. It is my opportunity to make commitments, and I do so in great humility. I make these commitments to myself and my family, my community, and my nation. My commitment is based on and focused on our constitutional oath that I will do everything in the best of my ability to preserve, protect, defend our Constitution. So why is this oath to defend our Constitution so important? Our Constitution is our sacred oath and our bond to each other and to those who have gone on before us and those that will come after us. It is what binds together our government. By defending our Constitution, we defend our government. We defend our people's rights and freedoms. We defend it from outside threats, such as hostile members of Congress. We defend the Cherokee Nation from splinter groups. We defend the Cherokee Nation from internal threats as well. Most of all, we must defend against internal destructive behaviors and misguided efforts designed to weaken or destroy our nation. We, as Cherokee people, must reject the role of being a victim, of believing that we're entitled to something for nothing. We must reject the lie that we are a weak people or the Cherokees cannot or should not choose their own destiny. We must demonstrate our pride and live by the wisdom of our culture. In all of our history, we have steadfastly protected and exercised without apology the right that we, as a people and a government, decide our future. These are my commitments to you, Council. I commit to deliberating, discussing, and debating with you to come to the best decisions and policies for the Cherokee Nation and follow the legislative process. We make those decisions not only for those Cherokees living, but for those yet to come. To the court, I commit that I will honor the decisions of the court and defend your right to decide. To our administration, our employees, I pledge that we will work hard and we will work wisely toward that long-term vision. I will exercise the authorities constitutionally mandated to the office of Principal Chief I commit to our people and to those yet unborn to preserve and defend our Constitution and our right of self-government. I commit to you to work, as I have every day for the last 8 years, consistently, with hard work and sound decisions, to discharge this debt we owe to posterity, the passage of our great legacy. To each of you, I bring this message humbly. The only way we can pay our debt to Cherokees of today and those of 100 years from now is to faithfully abide by our oath of office, to defend our nation and Constitution, and to provide leadership that takes us from weakness to strength, from ignorance to intelligence, from victim defeatism to confidence, from selfishness to God-duty, from short-sightedness to vision, from illness to health, and from discontent to happiness. Let us all take our leave here today, elected officials, citizens, and friends of the Cherokee Nation, to join in these commitments in the spirit of God-duty. Wado, your humble servant, Chad Smith. Wado.
You know, the 89th PGA Golf Championship was held at Southern Hills just last week, and of course Native News was there to cover the Indian connection to that tournament.
Yeah, and with the amount of Tulsans and Oklahomans out there showing the PGA golfers some love, the place might as well have been called Southern Hospitality. Huh?
Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is that good?
And you know, another golf connection to that, Tiger Woods, who of course won the tournament over the weekend, is part Native American himself, being on Yes, being on the Stanford University golf team at that time.
Yeah. Him and Noda. Noda Begay.
That's right. The Navajo there, they were both on that stellar Stanford Cardinal team.
Yeah, and with anything coming to town like this, it's an opportunity for the local businesses, specifically the tribes and their gaming enterprises, to jump on board and be a sponsor and get their name out there with an advertisement. And with the new casino being renovated at Tulsa Casino, Creek Nation, what a wonderful opportunity for them, and they took advantage of that. Several folks decided to brave the hot temperatures this past week as the Pro Golf Tour came to Tulsa's Southern Hills Country Club for the PGA Championship. Not only did the tournament give the golfers a chance to win the season's final major, but it also provided local businesses, tribal gaming centers specifically, with excellent advertisement opportunities.
We're a corporate sponsor for the PGA Championship this year. We have a chalet, which we've spent a lot of money on. We're close to the Southern Hills Golf Course, and we feel like this is a good opportunity to get new customers in our casino and attract a lot of local new business. We're expecting 300,000 people in Tulsa for the event, so we think a lot of them could a little bit of the casino and the tribe to have them come out and play. We serve breakfast, lunch, and then a snack in the afternoon. There's, I believe, 8 plasma TVs in there, open bar for anyone that's has a ticket to get in. It's a nice air-conditioned, relaxing atmosphere in there. There's couches and plenty of seating. There's renderings of the new casino detailing each venue in there. So we think it's a good opportunity to put the casino out there for the world to see and let the locals know that that's coming soon for them to enjoy.
Lee talked about the ongoing construction site advancement and the excitement surrounding Creek Nation Tulsa's new casino, which will be open late next year.
We're very excited. It's going to be 285,000 square feet. It's planned to open up in late 2008. It has several dining venues. I believe the second phase involves a hotel and entertainment venue, which will open up hopefully a few years after that. It'll be about, I think, 3 times the size of any of our competition's casinos right now, which we're really excited about. And hopefully everyone in South Tulsa is excited, and then that's the new place to go.
With so many big-name players coming into town for such a prestigious tournament, the casino's decision to get involved was an easy one.
This happens only once every few years. It's a big event for Tulsa, one of the biggest we've ever had. I think it's supposed to be the 5th largest PGA tournament ever, and so for us to be a part of that it's a great deal.
And Gerald, one of the biggest events here in Okmulgee, right around the grounds of the Capitol complex of the Creek Nation, is the Invitational Rodeo that happens every year. And just like with any other big event, you got to have a lot of security, you got to have a lot of people on hand, a lot of officers. And one thing the Creek Nation does, the judicial branch specifically, is have an officer appreciation dinner, and they feed all of these cops and all the security personnel and the light horse that come in to work this thing. It's really a great thing.
You know, it's really true to say that the light horsemen, which are the tribal police in definition, are the unsung heroes of the tribe. I mean, they cover and patrol the Indian Territory all over here, Creek Country. I know that every tribe really has their own tribal police, and as we say, they're really the unsung heroes. They do a lot of work and a lot of good protection services for a tribe.
Absolutely. And how ironic is it, how far I've come. Used to, I ran from these guys. Now I get to put a mic in their face and interview them while they eat steaks. It's really wonderful, and it's an opportunity to say thank you to some guys really working hard for us out there, keeping us safe.
Evening, I'm Jack Shackelford, the Chief of the Creek Nation Light Horse Police Department. We're here at the Mound Building in Tribal Court. We're having a gathering of local law enforcement officers, appreciation for law enforcement put on by Judge Moore. We do this every year during the Invitational Rodeo, and what it does is it gives all the law enforcement agencies to come together, and the judge feeds everybody, and it's usually a pretty good feed, and we get to share camaraderie with them and stories, and basically it's just to get everybody in here, and there's usually a lot of need for different law enforcement agencies during this rodeo, and this just kind of brings us together. But we're real appreciative of the judge and all of his help in putting this thing together, and I don't know anybody that's gone away hungry. So, and again, we thank him, and we've got Okmulgee County DA's office, the DA and the assistant DAs. We've got the DA's task force. We've got Oklahoma Highway Patrol. They've got an air unit here. We've got Okmulgee County Sheriff's Office, and so probably 12 sheriff deputies and the sheriff himself. We got Okmulgee PD, the Okmulgee PD officers. We're having this year we had the not prime rib, but ribeye steaks, 1.5 inches, and I put in a special order for the 1.5 inch steaks, but they were very good.
Hey, Gerald, I got a good one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Commercial break.
Pete Coaster, Chahojifkados, Muskogee Idalba, Nakchoga, Mahaga Sahawijit, Hamata, Madowes, Chogahikcha, Aiden, Chiajo, Muskogee Idalba, Nakchoga, Mahaga Sahawijit, Akitla Jaden, Shimaja Niden, Chayajas, Choga Hijalgi, Sulgan, Savachkakidos. Is Idi Bonahoiden, Bowman, Huichgagas, 918-758-1480, Mado Hadam Chihijahlis.
My name is Iveline Tatras, manager of the Muskogee Creek Nation Elderly Housing. Here at the Muskogee Creek Nation, we recognize our elders as being a major influence on our culture. That's why we take care of them with fully equipped homes and daily nutrition and a sense of security. At Muskogee Creek Nation, taking care of our past means we also take care of our future.
We know why you play.
Hey, this is Toby Keith, and I watch Native News Today.
Before we introduce our next story here on the Native News Today, just a little bit about that light horse too. Jason and I have been approached about creating a new cop show, Indian cop show, maybe Harjo and Hutch or something like that.
Harjo and Hutch, yeah.
So, two guys that, travel around, Tiger Mountain or wherever,
cool. I actually been to Tiger. I've been to Tiger Mountain before. I found a cave out there, and I've never told anybody about it, and I never will.
We would, hustle the streets of Wildcat Junction, find maybe have a Huggy Bear in there from the Bear Clan.
Absolutely.
That would be our informant.
Yeah, but everybody notices this. We'd never be able to do undercover work. And you were noticed out at the Tulsa Powwow this last weekend. Powwow Champions, that is.
That's right. The Tulsa Intertribal Club had their annual powwow and had a special, unique individual out there dancing. And we won't tell his name, Curtis Zuniga. But and we talked with Miss Blaylock too, who's with the Tulsa Intertribal Club Powwow Champions.
Here at the Intertribal Indian Club of Tulsa Powwow, there are many sights and sounds, great dancing going all over the place, and a lot of unique dancers here. And I'm talking about one of the unique dancers here today. Sir, do you have a name or title?
I am Bougie the Powwow Clown.
Bougie the Powwow Clown. Now, I won't disclose this gentleman's official identity here, but he has a very unique costume here, and I'm going to kind of let him describe it here. It's just a little different than these, let's say, these traditional regalia.
Well, I took the powwow dance style of the Northern traditional and I did my own clown version. So I have just lots of different colors, and instead of an eagle feather bustle, I wear a balloon bustle. Instead of an eagle feather fan, I've got my fancy broom fan. And instead of wearing a real eagle feather in my hat, if you all will look at my hat, I make my feather move for you. Hoo-yah! So I'm having a good time. All the kids are loving dancing with me, and I give them a piece of candy and put a smile on their face.
And that's what you did it for the kids, right?
That's exactly right. This is our future. Powwows are fun, and this is an old tradition, having clown dancers at powwows. It just nobody's done it for a while.
Well, I noticed out there the reception you received was really warm-hearted. People loved it, and everyone got a smile on their face.
Well, Madhu, good. Thank you very much. I'm going to go out and have a lot more fun right now.
All right. Thanks.
Madhu.
I'm talking with Lynetta Blaylock Seward. Your official title is here?
I'm the secretary.
Secretary, and I've got to try this here. The Tulsa Intertribal Indian Club of Tulsa Powwow
of
Champions. And by the time you say that, this 3-day event will probably be over. No, I'm just kidding. Talk with the secretary, as we said here, Ms. Blaylock Seward, and what year is this prestigious event in its history right now?
30th anniversary.
Well, you got to be pleased with that.
Absolutely. Been doing this since I was 1 year old.
1 year old, really? So you used to be out there with the little shawl on, going around and everything?
Oh, you betcha. As long as I was in the arena when my mom was up on the stage, she knew that I wasn't in trouble.
Now, there are a lot of powwows around the area, but what makes this one so special?
Family. Family, fun, the atmosphere, no drugs, no alcohol allowed. You know that your children are going to be safe. It's inside, air-conditioned, and a carpeted dance arena. That's what makes it the best.
And even the 49 is all air-conditioned too, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I would know about that.
We won't disclose 49 locations, but as you said, this has been here for a long time, and you can tell the people all love it. Everybody's having a good time.
Absolutely. It takes lots and lots of volunteers, and we absolutely want to thank our volunteers. And if you want to ever join our organization, you can call us at 838-8276, area code 918.
It's 838-BIA. Is that right? No.
Absolutely.
Now, let's say that number again.
918-838-8276.
Well, appreciate your time and all the best.
Thank you so much.
You know, Gerald, being baseball guys like we are, you're a big Yankee man, I'm a big Cardinals man. We always call this portion of the show the closer. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our designated. I'm going to call for the righty. I'm going to call for the right-hander. This is the closer right here.
Calling for the right hand because we are just too legit to quit.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
But we do have to quit this afternoon.
You have to quit
show.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's
All
okay.
right.
It's okay, though. You get one get out of jail free card. That's your mulligan.
Okay, well, we apologize to our Native News Today audience.
There's no we. I didn't do that. Huh? You. What? This is a solitary. That was a solitary act.
What happened to Arjo and Hutch?
Well, that's kind of stuff goes away when you do that.
They're going to be at Wildcat Junction.
Well, hey. And we'll always have Tiger Mountain.
Be Beretta? I mean, you're going to be by yourself?
That didn't sound good, man. I probably shouldn't have said that. That's okay, though. Okay. Focus at the task at hand. We got to close this thing.
That's right. Yeah. We are coming to a close here. Another stellar edition of the Native News. What would you like to use that stellar?
Stellar.
Instead of the big enchilada, we could say the big.
Big Chattahooga.
The big Chattahooga.
We always say that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's right here. But as always, we thank you for watching the show, and I really mean that. I mean, both of us here, we are honored when we're out and about, and folks do come up to us and say they like the show, they appreciate it. We really do. Thank you for watching and everything, and tell us what's going on in your community, what's happening. You might have a little nephew, grandson, granddaughter. I mean, they've just won 500 games or something, whatever. Hey, we'd like to.
I know. That's one of the greatest things about our job is not we may not get to go out and cover everything, But when we do hear those things, it makes us feel proud of our Indian people that are doing great things out there. You know, you hear these stories and things like that, and even, you know, you might hear some people that are like, oh, it's Little League, you know, who cares if they win? But those Little League games build character, and it builds a belief in themselves, you know, when they're doing great things out there. And if you spotlight those kind of things, it just helps them believe in themselves even more. And when they grow up and get an understanding about who they are, it makes an inner pride in what they are, and they find out that they're Native American, and it's great to be doing wonderful things and get spotlighted out there and do great things for their people.
That's right. See, that's what we did. Is we went to a little Indian TV camp before we started this show and learned our trade. Right?
Yeah. It's called. What was it called?
It was called Mini Native News Today.
Yeah, it was called TP Guide.
TP Guide. That's right.
Yeah, a little play on the TV.
Yeah. Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody killed that cricket.
Suddenly, that legit to quit wasn't so
whoops.
bad now. Okay.
Yeah. Can we get on board again? And beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get back on the canoe here. Continue on here. But hey, and we know that there's been a lot of powwows, a lot of festivals going on,
man.
and we're winding down August now. The proverbial dog days of summer.
You got to tell us about it, because I know that you're the man down there. You're like the Tom Selleck, I guess, of the Cherokee country. Now tell us about the Cherokee holiday coming up.
Man, well, thanks.
I'm telling you.
That's Labor Day weekend. The Cherokee National Holiday will be going on. A great event there. Cherokees from all over, really Indians from all over attend that, and it's just a statewide event, national event, you could say. So I'm sure that here Native News Today will be covering that.
Oh yeah, and then you got Labor Day weekend, September 1st, around there, the beginning of September. You got Tuskahoma and Choctaws doing their thing down there.
That is all on Labor Day weekend.
All on Labor Day weekend. It's going to be going on. So if you go down to Cherokee Country, up to Cherokee Country, I'm sorry, go on down. My geography's a little off. Go on down and see how it's going down at Tuskahoma. It's wonderful down there too.
What you could do is you could be up there at Tahlequah, sneak down through Norman, catch a little bit of the game there, because that's on Saturday, September 1st, game day.
September 1st, yes.
Then cruise on down to Choctaw Country. And, you covered the whole game.
So, you could do the whole Indian thing. Friday, you could go to the concerts down in Cherokee Country. Saturday, you could go see Derek Shaw, Osage and Ponca Indian, deep snapping for the Oklahoma Sooners. And then Sunday, go on down and catch some arts and crafts or something at the Choctaw Festival. It's all a great time.
That's right. So many things happening in Indian country here, and we like to say that we pass on that information all to you out there.
Well, we'd just like to say that we love the fact that we're the information gatherers for all of you.
For producer Jared Moore, Josh Lane, Jason Salzman, Gerald Wofford. Meantime, take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.